Hi guys, welcome back to Moto Joshing again. So today I'm going to do a bit of a review on my Shark SKWAL helmet. It's probably not the cleanest right now, we could probably do with a clean, but at the same time it's a rainy day here in Aberdeen, so I couldn't really get out of the house. So here I am in my Mario pajama bottoms, just chilling, but I thought I'd do a couple of indoor videos of my gear, what I've got, and how it's all working. So I'm hoping you're enjoying the series of stuff so far. So the Shark SKWAL helmet, after having the AGV helmet, I went for this helmet. I actually went to the Scottish motorcycle show to try it on after seeing some reviews and things, and one of the main reasons I went for this helmet, truth be told, is because there's a really sweet square front part on the chin which lends very nicely to putting that GoPro mount on there. It's still a curved mount, but it is very, very well attached there, no real problems. And that was one of the main reasons why I went for this helmet. But tried it on, and certainly, it was great for that as well. Yeah, so at the Scottish Motorbike Show, I took the opportunity to try this helmet on, and that was the failing I had with the AGV, that I didn't try it on first, and that was probably half the reason why I didn't quite get on with it as well. So this helmet, yeah, great on the front chin for a GoPro mount. As you can see, that's what I've got mounted here, and I'll go into my motovlogging setup a little bit more very shortly. So the helmet itself, great inners. This is great because you can put the helmet down, and is worn very well. Chin skirt as you'd expect with these types of things, and this has got the visor as well, which is kind of a must-have. The pin lock on this one, however, greatly improved from my previous AGV, because there's actually an indent in the actual screen. The pin lock actually sits flush on the inside, so there's really not much room for the pin lock to go anywhere. So I actually found that to be a whole lot better. The other thing with this helmet, which I don't think the batteries are charged right now, but I'll charge them up and show you a bit later on the LEDs. There's actually LEDs in this helmet, so they light up. There's a kind of button right at the back here and a battery pack. So yeah, I don't think they're going to be charged at the moment, but I'll charge them up and I'll cover that a bit later on. I'll do a wee little video on that. So the helmet itself, great ventilation, good airflow. It is really quite tight into your kind of shoulders and under your chin bones, which I actually really enjoy. Again, same on this one. I've got the BAE BT Bluetooth kit, same as on the AGV. I'll again do a review of that, but the one thing I will say is when I was fitting this particular one, I actually had to make some small amendments just to the edge of some of the polystyrene on the inside, just to be able to fit the speakers in here. It's built for the Shark stuff, but obviously I wanted to fit this cheaper kit in, and so, but I wouldn't say the modification, like we're talking minute, we're talking millimeter shavings off one little bit of polystyrene on the inside, just where the earplugs fit. So I don't think that'll necessarily cause any problems, but yeah, ratchet fitted, super comfy helmet. It's quite quiet, however there is a whoring whistle when you got the visor open, which you'll probably notice in some of my videos, certainly, which can be quite annoying, but it is what it is. So in regards to my motovlogging setup, so I use the GoPro Hero 3 Plus on my helmet. I've done the obvious modification of actually fitting the microphone through the side. So the way I did this, I actually bought a second cheap fully waterproof housing just off Amazon. I think it was like 15 quid or something. Then I drilled through the side of it, and then used a small file to kind of file out the actual space for the actual GoPro mic adapter. I think I've got a bit of hair stuck in here, but it just kind of goes with the territory. And then I just surrounded that with blue tack, and that actually makes it waterproof. I'm not saying you can submerge it, but certainly for the rain up here, I've had no problem. I've not seen any water inside the camera at all. And the best bit being is obviously you can remove it as many times as you want, and regularly to obviously charge it. At the moment, I don't really take this off. I don't open it from the back. I just plug a cable straight in from the side and pull the data off. So I don't swap memory cards or batteries, yeah, I think I will probably adjust this and try and get a battery eliminator kit. But I'm going to try and get a waterproof one, so I'm going to have to probably move this forward a little bit, so my viewing angle might change slightly, so that's something to consider as you set this up. But I've got a lot of play here that I can move this forward and then tilt it back again, so I imagine I should be okay. So here I just then have the GoPro adapter. It's not the official one, it was just a cheapy one. I'm pretty sure it actually came with one of the microphones I'd purchased earlier. And I have gone through a couple of microphones. I had a Moto one, but I just found the pitch on that one to not like my exhaust and the noise of my bike. So I actually went for the Sony EMC, and I'll show you where that's currently fitted. So essentially though, so this mic adapter goes here. It's then plugged into the mic here. The cables basically just run through. There is a wee little gap here, and you can see I've just pinched that in there. Just to make sure it's okay, and then the actual cable itself, as you can see here, is running across the way into the cheek pad. And then let me try and get some more light on here a second. So hopefully it's a little bit more light for you. So you can see, so I've got the extra cables. This microphone here is actually from my Bluetooth kit, so it's just got the actual mic comes right in front of your face, and then here you can see I've got the actual Sony mic. I've actually velcroed it in, so let me try and pull the dead cat out a little bit. So this is the actual microphone itself here, and then I've got a dead cat, and then beneath that normally, and they'll probably be in here now, and I'm going to have to fix all this later. So I actually have the little sponge mufflers. They're now probably stuck in there, but yeah, so yeah, there's one of them. So so this is the actual camera, the actual microphone, sorry. It's quite big. I took the little clip off it. It's a stereo mic. I'll certainly put a link in the description. Essentially I just put two foam bits on the end of there and then shove that in the dead cat itself, and that seems to take out a lot of the kind of external wind noise. But the one problem I will probably say is that when I'm not on the motorcycle, I think because of where the mic is placed, but I don't really have much of a choice on that one, it can often sound like I'm completely out of breath, even when I'm just standing there doing nothing, not really essentially out of breath. I just think it's a very sensitive mic. But it's certainly, when I'm on the bike and talking, it's certainly the one that's giving me the best noise and feedback. And so yeah, so that's kind of my setup there. Also have the GoPro Session, which is currently on my head on a head strap, and then I'll have that facing myself. But I'll go into the other gear I've got for my GoPro and other kind of camera stuff that I use in a minute in the next video. But yeah, the helmet itself though is great, and certainly for budding motovloggers, a cracking helmet. I'll do a quick video once I've charged the batteries so you can see the kind of LEDs in action, because it's certainly a bit of its party piece. Hi guys, and welcome back. So I've charged the helmet up now, so hopefully you can see. So that's the LEDs from the back. So that's them there, and you can see at the front. So there's a couple just on the front, just behind the GoPro here, and then one on the top here. That's probably showing a cracking reflection of me, but yeah. So so that's the actual lights, the LEDs, and then obviously they have a flashing mode as well. When I got the helmet, to be honest, the nights were getting a bit brighter anyway. But I guess I might use it in winter, once the weather gets a bit crapper again. But yeah, so it might be a bit of a gimmick or whatever. You still have to charge the batteries on these things, but hey, anything that kind of gets you seen in winter is probably a good idea. So that's the Shark SKWAL Trion, and the green kind of matches my bike, let's be honest. It's that, but the main reason I got this helmet, categorically, chin mount GoPro all day long. And I hope that was enough. I'm sure there's probably 17,000 reflections, and that's probably half face revealed. But yeah, we'll hopefully have to buzz some of that out, but we shall see. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions over any of the gear, and certainly the Shark SKWAL helmet, by all means let me know, and I can try and answer them for you. Now I'm going to go fix my helmet and put everything back in place. Okay, well, see you on the next one, guys. Ta-bye.